Part C. In this part of the test, you'll hear two different extracts. In each extract, you'll hear health professionals talking about aspects of their work. For questions 31 to 42, choose the answer, A, B or C, which fits best according to what you hear. Complete your answers as you listen. Now look at Extract 1. Extract 1, questions 31 to 36. You hear an interview with Dr. Samuel Ortega on nutrition and brain health. You now have 90 seconds to go through the questions.
Dr. Ortega, thank you for joining us. There's growing interest in how diet affects brain health. Can you start by explaining the connection?
The brain is an extraordinary organ, consuming about 20% of the body's energy despite weighing only around 2% of total body mass. This energy primarily powers neural communication, ensuring smooth processing of thoughts, emotions, and physical actions. Because it cannot store energy, the brain depends on a steady supply of glucose from the foods we eat. Over time, diets rich in whole foods, healthy fats, and antioxidants, like the Mediterranean diet, have been linked to improved memory and slower cognitive decline. Meanwhile, diets high in processed foods and sugars may lead to inflammation and impair brain function. Interestingly, many people still believe that we only use 10% of our brains. This is probable because brain has specialized areas for every function. In reality, brain imaging clearly shows that nearly every part of the brain has some active function, even during sleep. The idea that most of our brain sits dormant is a misconception. It's more accurate to say we use different regions of the brain for different tasks, and collectively, they're busy almost all the time.
That's fascinating. Are there specific foods that are especially beneficial?
Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are excellent sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which are vital for building brain cell membranes and reducing inflammation throughout the nervous system. Leafy greens, berries, nuts, and seeds deliver a potent mix of antioxidants that help protect brain cells from oxidative stress and support overall cognitive resilience. However, when people hear about the brain-boosting benefits of these foods, they often latch onto the idea of superfoods, elevating a select few ingredients to a mythical status while overlooking the bigger picture. While some foods are undeniably nutrient-dense, labeling them as superfoods can be misleading and potentially harmful. It implies that eating a handful of blueberries or tossing chia seeds into a smoothie can offset an otherwise poor diet.
Can you explain about gut-brain axis?
The connection between the gut and brain is deeper than most people realize. This intricate relationship, known as the gut-brain axis, is a two-way communication system involving nerves, particularly the vagus nerve, hormones, and immune pathways. At the center of this system is the gut microbiome, a vast and diverse ecosystem of trillions of microorganisms living in our digestive tract. These bacteria aren't just passive bystanders, they actively influence brain function by producing neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and gamma-aminobutyric acid, GABA, which regulate mood, stress response, and even sleep. A balanced and diverse gut microbiome can help reduce inflammation, improve immune signaling, and support mental clarity, emotional stability, and cognitive resilience. On the flip side, disruptions to the gut microbiota, caused by poor diet, stress, or overuse of antibiotics, can lead to increased inflammation and have been linked to conditions like anxiety, depression, and even neurodegenerative diseases.
Are there any dietary habits that harm brain health?
Diets high in processed foods, added sugars, and trans fats are increasingly recognized as harmful not only to physical health but also to brain function. These types of foods have been linked to chronic inflammation and insulin resistance, both of which interfere with neuronal communication and reduce the brain's ability to clear out toxic proteins, contributing factors to cognitive decline and increased risk of conditions like Alzheimer's disease. Overconsumption of such foods may also impair the production of essential neurotransmitters, affecting memory, focus, and emotional stability. Moreover, poor dietary habits like regularly skipping meals, binging on ultra-processed snacks, or relying on energy drinks and caffeine as quick fixes can wreak havoc on mental performance. When the brain doesn't receive a consistent supply of nutrients and glucose, concentration, decision-making, and mood regulation can all suffer. This can create a vicious cycle. Poor diet leading to low energy and mental fog, which then triggers cravings for fast, easy comfort foods that worsen the problem.
What advice would you give to someone looking to improve their brain health through diet?
Start with small, sustainable changes. Incorporate more whole foods, especially colorful fruits and vegetables, into your meals. Choose healthy fats like olive oil and avocados. Stay hydrated, limit processed snacks, and try to eat at regular intervals. And don't underestimate the power of sleep and exercise, they work hand in hand with nutrition to support brain health. Ultimately, supporting brain health is not about occasional superfoods or trendy supplements, it's about maintaining a balanced, nutrient-rich diet that fuels both body and mind consistently.
Thank you, Dr. Ortega. Any final thoughts?
Brain health isn't something we only think about when problems arise, it's a lifelong investment. The choices we make today, whether it's the meals we prepare, the movement we incorporate, or the way we rest and recharge, lay the foundation for our cognitive strength in the years to come. Good nutrition, regular physical activity, quality sleep, stress management, and meaningful social connection all contribute to a brain that functions optimally across the lifespan. The best part? It's never too early or too late to start. Whether you're a teenager learning to manage screen time or someone in their 60s curious about brain-boosting habits, every step toward balance matters.